Hello, welcome to the Groovy Garden. Recently, I had the incredible opportunity to visit the Paris Natural History Museum's Garden of the Plants, the Jardin des Plantes. It was amazing. The gardens were established in 1635. That's like they're almost 400 years old, and they were established to conserve plants from around the world and learn about them, and that's still what's happening today. The gardens are made up of several different areas. There's the outside garden, a rectangular garden, where there's also a medicinal garden, and they're amazing indoor greenhouses where there are plants, again, from all over the world. Since I was there in winter, you'd think there wouldn't be a whole lot to see in the outside gardens, but I was excited the entire time. And let me tell you, the inside gardens in these greenhouses, the structures of the greenhouses alone are fabulous and worth seeing. Inside, I learned a ton about tropical plants and desert plants and how the Arboretum here is working to conserve them. So the outside gardens where medicinal plants are was started by two doctors in the 17th century. It was first home to species that had therapeutic properties. It's kind of like the healing garden at the Olmsted County History Center, where my fellow master gardeners are attending to the plants there. In my stroll around the outside gardens, again, I'm such a garden geek. I loved every minute of being outside in the cold, even though there was nothing in bloom really. But I did make some friends. Look here. Here's my duck, crow, and pigeon friends. They're following me around to see if I had anything for them to eat. Anyway, I got ideas out here on new ways to build structures and trellises because I checked out the way they like to support many herbaceous plants, shrubs, and more. I got great ideas from this garden that I'm going to be bringing home. I also loved seeing these winter berries on branches and these great seed pods, just fabulous things. There are also a lot of paths that you can take to roam around the acreage to see the other gardens, which unfortunately were not in bloom right now. Next to the rectangular outside garden is this huge Jurassic illuminated exhibit. As dusk began to settle, the creatures and plants of 200 million years of evolution lit up this grand aisle. It was pretty fascinating. I did start getting a little bit cold, so when that happened, I went inside the amazing greenhouses. In these spaces, 2,500 species of trees and more than 8,000 plants from all over the world live and thrive together. I wasn't able to see the orchid exhibit, but when I walked in here, I felt like I stepped into a different world, like Amazon rainforest or a jungle. It's beautifully designed with layers and layers of tropical plants, which, as you know, are pretty popular right now here at home. And they also had hidden surprises. There are huge palms, prehistoric looking monsteras, ficus trees, to Hawaiian birds of paradise, and so many other different plants. They also had an amazing grotto, and as you walk up inside this grotto, you can see how the roots of plants cling to this structure for support, just like they do in the rainforest. The greenhouses also had this very cool misting and watering system that created rain, like real rain, inside, just like a rainforest. Then on another level, I visited the desert. Plants from deserts all over the world are cared for and conserved here. Some look pretty familiar, like the succulents and cacti like you buy in stores, and some not so familiar, some I hadn't seen before. Also, some of those cacti look so deceptively soft. I wanted to touch them, but of course I didn't because I know that they're hiding barbs in that fluffy looking area. The collection of plants at Paris's Natural History Museum is considered quite important. It's a living and working center where they're conserving, researching, and finding new ways for plants to thrive in our changing world. If you ever get the chance to go, I say do it. I hope to visit the gardens again sometime when everything is in full bloom. That would be so wonderful. I hope I get that chance, and I hope you do too. So next time in the Groovy Garden, I will be answering some of your questions as well as starting some seeds to get a jump start on spring for my garden because springtime is right around the corner and there's plenty to do if you're a gardener. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.